Hello everyone and welcome to another Warcraft 3 Past-Cast. Before we start with the game, I just want to give you guys a quick update concerning the channel. I mean, I've been inactive for a couple of weeks now, which is by far the longest inactive period I've taken since I started consistently uploading stuff to YouTube like 4.5 years ago, I think. So a couple of weeks off certainly, I think, didn't hurt my motivation long term. I had planned to take a bit of a hiatus initially, but just when I wanted to get back to casting replays, patch 1.28 kind of messed up my entire system, and I took the opportunity and took a bit of time to tweak my software, and with that, hopefully in the future I'm going to be able to save myself some time when rendering all of these videos, so that should make creating Warcraft 3 content a little bit more comfortable for me. And then afterwards, when I wanted to start casting again, I got this nasty bronchitis, which stopped me from producing at least somewhat enjoyable Warcraft 3 content for at least another 2 weeks. But now I am healthy again and ready to jump back into it. And I'm gonna do that in the way I used to do it before starting to cast the Intel Extreme Masters seasons. At the end of the second season, in the recap video, I've asked you guys what you guys were preferring, and of course clearly I can see that the number of views and comments and everything was a lot lower for the Extreme Masters videos than for the past casts. And yeah, in that final video there wasn't really a lot of response either. So clearly there's a greater demand for the past casts, and you know, while I enjoyed casting the Extreme Masters and I might pick it up again at some point in the future, for the time being we're just gonna see a few more past casts. And let's start with this one, which was played in May of 2007, an Orc versus Human matchup. Let's begin by introducing the human player, about whom there's really not all too much to say. It is DoLLaR, the Russian, who played for ES4X, FT, Tech9 and Serious Gaming between 2005 and 2007. Not really one of the very best Russian players, with his biggest achievement being the 4th rank at the Auces Autumn of 2006. He begins with a very quick lumber mill and no power build on his Altar of Kings, so clearly he's not going to be creeping all too ambitiously, but instead is going to focus on economy early on and on a somewhat quick tech. His opponent, on the other hand, is a much more famous player. It is the Korean WhO, here in the top left corner in yellow. He started at Vera all the way back in 2004, played briefly for Mousebots and later on for Bet. Then, like a couple of other Bet players, went on to play for MTW, and eventually in the summer of 2009 went to SK Gaming for about half a year, after which his career slowly fizzled out. By the way, he is starting with a Farsi. He is scouting in the proper direction, is going to find his opponent's base somewhat quickly. AM first is the choice for DoLLaR, and a delayed barracks here. So yeah, just another reason why his creeping early on cannot be too ambitious. So to many, WhO is known as the Warcraft 3 one-hit wonder for his victory at the ESWC 2008, which at the time, of course, was one of the most important Warcraft 3 tournaments. And at a top level, that's almost true, the one-hit wonder statement. But he also won the XP League Season 5 and made it to the semifinals of the PGL Season 4. And on a bit of a lower level, he also won 7 Sutek Cups. And the reason why I chose a replay of WhO is that, you know, he's been out of the scene for about 7 years right now, but he started playing again recently, and this Friday he was able to beat Infi, who not getting the last hit there. He was able to beat Infi with 2-0 in the GCS Asian qualifier number 2. By the way, the next last hit going to DoLLaR here with his Footman. And yeah, therefore beating Infi 2-0, definitely not an achievement to be underestimated, and it seems like WhO might be back to the Warcraft 3 pro scene. So let's honor that by casting one of his former replays. So thus far, still no experience on the Farseer of WhO. Interestingly, DoLLaR decided to cast a second water metal here quite quickly. As we can see, the AM was forced to go a bit astray here, heading all the way across the map. Usually you could just spawn a water metal and, you know, for example, grab a few more points of experience. But yeah, he decided to cast the second water metal here very quickly, and therefore he's not going to be able to make any great use of that. It's going to expire though, so that's still going to be no experience on the Farseer of WhO. Let's quickly compare the techs. DoLLaR almost halfway done. WhO basically started his tech simultaneously, and as we can see, yeah, DoLLaR definitely focusing on his economy here early on, getting the tower and the tech somewhat quickly. And WhO in the meantime hasn't really achieved much. He knows that this AM cannot really be up to anything too dangerous, so it just decides to take this camp away from DoLLaR's main base. Also stops wasting any time on his own, finally gets something productive done. Mercenary abuse here by DoLLaR, getting the Forest Troll Berserker and the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, and it looks like he's gonna try and do the same thing here at the bottom mercenary camp. He does have the resources and the supply if he wants to. I got bolted here on his militia. Well, he lost that one, but he's got 4 trolls right now already. I don't think that WhO has any reason to be aware of that just yet. DoLLaR finally can spawn another water metal here, gets some more experience, and WhO is just doing the best he can. He doesn't know where DoLLaR is hiding on the map right now, so he's just grabbing those pretty easy null camps. Gets up to about level 2.5. Did find a circlet. Is gonna find another item here, which is the Gloves of Haste. And DoLLaR can finally start taking some more ambitious camps here. WhO with the wolf sees, or did he see it? As he just walked past, yeah, at least sees now that the green camp is gone. And I'm not sure if he paid attention, but he should have, and he should know that there is quite a big danger now with water metals, with a Quill Beast, and with 4 trolls to the Orc's main base. And at the Orc's main base, tier 2 is finished. TC is coming, and okay, as I just saw, he had 6 peons in here. TC is coming, Spirit Lodge is coming, and a Warmill is coming. WhO does not have the lumber for the Beast Tree just yet, and yeah, that could really backfire at him. I imagine the 6th peon was in the gold mine the entire time, and really a lot of lumber has been lost, only 100 available, which is of course not enough for the Beast Tree. Town Portal is coming in by the Farseer. TC has spawned. Curious position of the Town Portal there. I would have thought he wanted to Town Portal on top of the trolls to get rid of them. Farseer is in some trouble. He's buying a heal potion though, is retreating. The Lodge is gonna come up. The burrow is now being filled with some peons to get rid of the rest of the human army, which is right now retreating. Not really all too much damage dealt here. A lot of lumber harvesting denied though. Farseer and TC are leaving the base. In the meantime, double Arcane Sanctum already finished in the human base, so caster production is going to begin quite quickly. His speed scroll used, and DoLLaR is going to have to retreat here, at least a little bit for the moment. Chain Lightning got rid of one of the Quill Beasts. Farseer again is taking a lot of damage. Keep in mind, the heal potion is on cooldown on him, so he's going to have to stay passive here. He's only buying a stack of heal salves. In the meantime, the TC and the Grunts are chasing down the 2 Forest Troll Shadow Priests. Excuse me, but actually the burrow is falling. WhO is not repairing here, and the Forest Troll Berserkers were still able to just do their best to take down the burrow, and that is a very costly loss on the side of WhO. He is being supply blocked right now, and he still doesn't have the lumber to get his Beast Tree into production, so very, very, very painful for him. Forest Troll Berserker here is not, okay, doesn't attempt to block here, apparently. Well, the second to last charge of the heal salve is being used. The Farseer is not dying here. 4 HP remaining, is running. He has to use the heal salve right now, which is exactly what he's doing. No one is carrying Boots of Speed, but the priests are coming in to do a block. The Farseer very greedily is spawning wolves here, and it looks like he might just get away with it. As I just mentioned, no one is carrying Boots of Speed. The Farseer doesn't have any means of healing though, so he's just, well, all he can do, for the time being is continue to run, but look at the AM running across the middle of the map. He might just be able to catch the Farseer on his way back towards the middle of the map. He continues running here. I don't think he's aware of the AM's position. Otherwise, he maybe should just suicide into the creeps, but he decides not to do so, and he is being taken down. The level 3 hero lost on the side of WhO, which is very, very painful. It's gonna take himself, well, it's gonna take him a long time to rebuild that hero, and we'll see how DoLLaR is going to try and make use of the time given to him here. And look at it, both of the Forest Row Shadow Priests have survived, one of the Forest Row Berserkers has survived. Not really a lot of units lost on the side of DoLLaR. Looks like he's just going to creep up here against the Farseer TC combo. I imagine he's going to want to grab some heal scrolls here before re-engaging again. But yeah, the Beast Tree is finished just now. First Raider can be produced, I guess. I gotta wait for the resources. Does have them right now. First Walker, is it the first? No, second Walker is out, and the TC, yeah, desperately needs to get some experience as well. So yeah, DoLLaR just gathering some casters here. Sobi Mask found on the Beastmaster. He buys a protection scroll as well as a heal scroll. And at the moment, attack-wise, DoLLaR is just vastly superior. He's got 4 Sorks already, 4 Priests. He's got 3 and soon 3 heroes, another heal scroll bought, whereas another mercenary, well, the first mercenary for WhO has been bought here. 2 walkers only. A Kodo Beast was the first unit he chose to build here. Probably the better choice against the impending, well, is it going to be a tower push? Most likely against the impending tower push. Militia are coming. The Beastmaster is right there. Farseer is about to spawn. And is DoLLaR really going to be able to break WhO here? Interestingly, he's going for the bear second, not the hawk. Farseer is back. And Militia and Peons are being pulled in. The Farseer, is he being surrounded immediately again? Yes, he is. Level 3 Farseer. The only contribution he was able to make to that fight was the spawn of these wolves, but that was not at all what he wanted to have happen here. A lot of disenchant is available on the side of WhO with his 3 walkers that have spawned already. The human army has to retreat for the time being. There is, well, there will be 2 more disenchants on these walkers, so slowly but surely WhO is going to have to be really, really careful with how he spends them. Fortunately for him, DoLLaR didn't really micro his militia properly, so those have been lost. No towers will be set up for the time being, but I don't think towers would really have a chance right now to come up anyways, as DoLLaR clearly has to play the kiting game here, is retreating, but WhO has no interest in that, just falling back to his own base, wants to wait for his Farseer to spawn, wants to wait for perhaps some more units to spawn. He's still up at 50 supply, 44 only for DoLLaR, but yeah, these walkers totally out of mana currently are certainly not worth their 3 supplies, so DoLLaR can continue keeping the pressure up here for the time being. Farseer is halfway back. The Beastmaster and AM, yeah, once again are getting a little bit aggressive here, have to kite back, and yeah, he just wants to start the kiting game, as I said here, wants to pull WhO a little bit forward, and perhaps not get his Beastmaster surrounded, which is exactly what happened here. And it looks like this is going to be the hero kill. The AM is trying to pass the town portal. It looks like it's not going to happen though. It actually did happen, but too late. He wasn't able to use the town portal anymore. Now the AM is going to have to be careful as well. But keep in mind, there is no ensnare, there's no lockdown currently. So as long as this AM makes sure not to get surrounded, he shouldn't be in any serious danger here. TC is landing some decent shockwaves here, but there is almost no additional damage against the casters here. So all that these shockwaves are doing is force the casters to heal themselves for a little bit, which is exactly what the priests are there for anyway. Both of the heroes need to pay attention here. AM and TC are both running dangerously low. The TC is in some trouble again. Is there a disenchant? There is one disenchant here. This one is at 98 mana, but not just there. TC is getting killed, Shockwave is getting rid, Chain Lightning is getting rid of another 2 sorceresses who is driving back his opponent for the time being, but losing his TC just before being able to do so. Is retreating now, is gonna have to heal up, he's gonna have to get his mana back up, and yeah, look at these Spirit Walkers. 2 of them do have a disenchant currently, so WhO certainly wants to have some time right now, wants to get his TC back, wants to finally start gathering a couple of raiders here to be able to you know, stop DoLLaR from microing to his fullest potential, just locking down units with Ensnare and killing them. And DoLLaR, on the other hand, he's gonna get his Beastmaster back here in just a second. He's got 1 new heal scroll, guess against these Orc heroes. The Farseer, which is gonna be level 3, level 4 in a second. The TC, which is level 4 already. He is gonna need at least 1 more to take a proper fight with these casters. Beastmaster is now back. As we can see, there's the Town Portal, which he was given previously by the AM, just before he died. Rock Golem is being taken down through the Accuracy and Tome of Intelligence. Some pretty impressive items there on the Beastmaster. Oh, is he selling? Wow, okay. He's selling both the Sobi Mask and the Flute of Accuracy, especially the Flute, very surprising to me as the summons, well, the Water Metals and the Quill Beasts are the main damage output of this human army, which would have been hugely boosted by the Flute, but he values the Heal Scroll and the Immo Potion even more. Let's see, WhO on the other hand seems to be a little bit afraid of another attack. He only grabbed this, got, well, whatever he's got there wasn't particularly great since he sold it. Level 4 and 4.5 right now. He's got no heal scrolls. He's got 2 speed scrolls, 2 speed scrolls, a mana potion on each of his heroes, and looks like both of them are getting ready to engage again. I'm expecting a lot of dispels flying in from both sides. That's exactly what's happening. Bears spawned again. Shockwave Chain Lightning is coming in. No heal scroll has been used. Okay, no heal scroll has been used just yet on the side of DoLLaR. Another round of disenchants gets rid of 2 level 3 water metals. Huge XP boost there for the Orc heroes. TC almost level 5. Finally the first of the heal scrolls, as well as the second one, has been used. The walkers and actually all the remaining Orc units are a little bit exposed here. At the same time, the priests and sorceresses are being chased here by the TC and the Farseer. Let's see what the next Shockwave is going to be able to do here. Expecting that one to land any second. TC is being slowed, and well, he's actually not throwing it. So a bunch of casters surviving here. At the same time, the majority of Orc units have fallen. There are only the 2 walkers left standing, so WhO definitely way too careless with the majority of his army. And now, yeah, the 2 heroes, which are very well leveled, and a bunch of Spirit Walkers are gonna have to do it. Farseer, the target here for a moment. Shockwave, okay, didn't really hit all too much. Then again, there weren't really all too many targets left, as all of the alive casters were until just a moment ago in the Orc base. The TC almost surrounded here, excuse me, in the human base, of course, I mean. Almost surrounded here, but the Farseer is going to be forced to use a Town Portal. The Zorks coming in, getting rid of one of these ethereal Spirit Walkers. And DoLLaR, it seems like, has no intention of letting the pressure ease off. The Farseer, once again, is regenerating here at very low hit points and mana. He has got no interest in letting these human units stop the regeneration for the time being. Looks like the AM is going to be allowed to do so, though, which is exactly what's happening right now. AM needs to be a little bit careful, but is retreating in time. Another raider has joined the army, but that one's not going to last for too long. Looks like maybe WhO didn't group that one just yet, and loses another unit here for free. Speed scrolling away towards the middle. Looks like the human just quickly wanted to make sure there's no sneaky expansion here, which there isn't. And now it looks like there's going to be more pressure towards the Orc's main, who is retreating already. There is a breaker coming in, retreating right now, though, as he sees the Orc's army dancing around the bottom of the Orc main base. Human army is coming in, and these burrows, of course, extremely vulnerable if DoLLaR is just given tiny bit of a chance, then these burrows will fall within, well, yeah, just few seconds. So a bunch of disenchants once again are being thrown in here. And speaking of thrown in, the shockwave is coming, very unfortunate for WhO. Just as DoLLaR was moving forward with his army, not really many casters have been hit here. One of them is gonna fall, a second one is falling as well at the same time. The Spirit Walkers are taking quite the beating here. Look at how quickly these summons are able to get these to very low HP. The Beastmaster had to use his Immo potion though. It's gonna have to retreat here soon, because once the Invo is over, he might become the target of some nuking action again, but now as he's very far in the back, that's not going to be happening. Another disenchant here, not quite getting rid of the water metals, and we're having some, yeah, pretty huge summon wars here. The TC is closing in on level 6 already. The AM is level 6 already, 18 minutes into this game. TC has to retreat right now to the shop, is waiting very, very long here. Disenchant is coming in, but Slow is coming in immediately again. And DoLLaR is once again getting a quite significant hero kill here at a very crucial timing. Had he been able, WhO, of course, I mean by that, had WhO been able to keep the TC alive just for a little bit longer, may have been enough for level 6, but like it went, it wasn't. Another wolf chasing down another breaker here. Is WhO gonna Tavern rebuy the TC here? Another Kodo Beast is falling, level 5 on the Beastmaster as well. Such strong hero levels for him. Look at how quickly these summons are able to take down one burrow after another. TC is being rebought. It was just about time, as with this burrow falling, now the TC would no longer be available here, since WhO is supply blocked. Another burrow is falling. Yeah, interesting. I was just wondering where the reinforcements are, but DoLLaR, very aware of what's happening, is playing it safe, keeping his reinforcements in the base, making sure that they are not being caught in the middle of the map. The TC, as you can see, very close to level 6. Maybe these two unit kills are going to do it, or maybe he's going to fall again first, retreating to the shop. The bear is blinking into the gap here to make sure the TC doesn't escape, but now he has reached level 6, and therefore, well, killing him isn't gonna be as great for DoLLaR. Maybe it's even desirable for WhO, as the TC is gonna come back right now with a bunch of shockwaves to throw at his opponent. And once again, look at what these summons are doing to the Kodo Beast. First shockwave is coming in, getting rid of a Quill Beast, if I saw that correctly. Another disenchant, and the wolves are going to be able to clean up the rest of the summons. AM and Beastmaster are on the retreat. Farseer and TC are coming. There is actually a nuke available, so the AM is gonna have to be careful. Is maybe gonna have to use Town Ball here, but he decides not to do it, and he gets killed by the Chain Lightning Shockwave combination. Level 6.5 on both of the Orc heroes, whereas the TC, excuse me, the Beastmaster with level 5.3-ish is gonna have to retreat here. At the same time though, WhO has of course lost the majority of his army, and very greedy, is going for the expansion here. The main has just expired, so has the human main, but quite a decent number of units have been rebuilt already on the side of DoLLaR. Shockwave is coming in, there is no mana for Chain Lightning. One of the Zorks gets killed, but now WhO is gonna have to retreat. And he definitely, even with the AM missing, I don't really see him being able to fight this DoLLaR with a pretty nice decision, just buying a Scroll of Regeneration here to get these Zorks back to full HP after the Shockwave did come in from the TC. Retreating for now. Of course, he would just love to win some time for his expansion to come up. Keep in mind, no more reinforcements ever coming for DoLLaR unless he decides to afford an expansion somehow. Not even giving the XP for the summon to the TC here, who might just be getting surrounded right now, and I'm quite sure that the ultimate should still be on cooldown. There is the surround, but the Spirit Walker is just barely able to make a path for the TC to get out, but not any longer. The TC does get surrounded, and well, let's see if that's gonna be the kill. I'm quite sure that the ultimate should be on cooldown, and yeah, that is the kill. That is the level 6 for the 4th hero in this game. The Farseer is gonna have to retreat. The bear is blinking forward, hoping for a bash, of course. Okay, duration just ran out in time here. Newly spawning Walker immediately throwing the disenchant there at the slowed Farseer, and this Zorg does not have the 50 mana. Now she does, but the Farseer is way out of range. AM is back, expansion soon to be up. Farseer is retreating here, and there's actually a Zorg coming from the middle. That is very, very nicely done by DoLLaR. Not just pathing his units to the TC, to the Beastmaster, but actually sending the Zorg to the middle, catching the Farseer on his way, slowing him once again. There is one disenchant on this Walker, which he could use, which he needs to use here, but there are so many Zorgs. Slow is just gonna be recast, bash on the Farseer, and the first hero of WhO is falling. It is the second hero that is falling, but his first hero, of course. Some more dispels being used by the priests. All these walkers are being slowed, and the caster squad of DoLLaR is about to chase down these poor walkers of WhO. Disenchant once again used. One more disenchant is available to get rid of some slow. At the same time, the level 7 AM now and level 6 Beastmaster are making their way to the Orc space, where, nothing is really being rebuilt at the moment. The expansion has just started mining once again with 6 PNs here, and for perhaps the finishing touch, always very nice to look at, the Beastmaster's ultimate here on the Orc base. Stampede is used. The Farseer most likely isn't going to be allowed to come out of the altar area. Now all of the human units are focusing that one, and that one is gonna fall quite quickly. Same time, the last walker hiding behind the creeps here from the human casters, and the peasants have now found the expansion, so that one is very likely not going to last for too much longer here. AM is using his ultimate here as well. The Burrow, the PNs, and the Great Hall will all be taken down quite quickly. The casters are coming there as well. WhO is down to 21 supply, which is the TC, and well, TC 2 walkers and I guess 5 PNs in total, 3 here and yeah, some more here. But those have all died. The Great Hall is gonna fall, and now I guess it's just a matter of time of when WhO is going to be leaving the game. And just quickly teleporting back. Did he sell something? Maybe. Yeah, he sold something because now he's able to afford the Town Hall on his own. The Great Hall of WhO is being taken down. WhO has got a few burning buildings here. The Quill Beast is being taken care of, but not before another PN is dying here. And yeah, at this point there's really, there's nothing WhO can do, obviously. Endgame is just a little bit drawn out. TC and the walkers are being found right now, but the casters, once again, the bear is blinking forward, no bash against the TC. The second to last Spirit Walker is falling. The TC is, well, not falling just yet. There is the last disenchant in the game, probably used. TC should have reincarnation available once again, which is exactly what we're seeing right now. Glorious 10 supply left for WhO, who is not getting surrounded here with his TC, but against the basically infinite number of slows, he should not be able to get away here anymore. Doesn't even try to. The walker is falling, the TC is falling. That is 2 supply left. That is the GG from WhO, and that is the victory for DoLLaR. So very, very action-packed game here. Of course, initially a little bit questionable, didn't get to voice it during the game. WhO did scout the AM and all of the trolls on the right hand side of the map. Then he went out towards the middle of the map, not sure why. DoLLaR was able to walk into the back of his base, forced the town portal quite strangely positioned. I would have imagined the orc portaling on top of these forest troll berserkers. He town portaled in the back of his base. He started taking a lot of damage on his Farseer, which translated all the way to the end of the battle, when he was taken down very, very low and eventually killed by the AM. Of course, the town portal had been used previously, and therefore there wasn't a town portal anymore on the Farseer. Later on, of course, with the big push, I think WhO was actually prepared somewhat well, had a lot of walkers with a decent load of mana, had the Kodo for the aura, he had the first row Berserker for additional piercing damage, and had the Farseer not gotten surrounded again immediately, I guess would have been a much cleaner hold. He did get killed quite quickly though. A long battle broke out soon. Well, basically all of the heroes' levels skyrocketed. We did see, as you can see, all heroes at least level 6, and 3 out of 4 ultimates used. At the end of the day, WhO was simply not able to make it happen in the straight up fights. Did get the AM killed, but lost a lot in return. At one point, of course, was forced out of the base, lost pretty much the majority of his burrows and his capability to reproduce. And therefore, with DoLLaR reproducing, we did see something like 40-ish supply against 25 towards the end, which was just too much to deal with. DoLLaR is winning. That's all for this video. As I said in the beginning, I tweaked a bit tinkered a bit with the software. I hope you won't notice a difference in quality. If anything, the quality might improve, but I don't really think that's much improvement compared to the previous videos. Anyway, that's it. As always, feel free to drop a thumbs up and a comment if you enjoyed it, and a subscription if you haven't subscribed yet. And I'll see you soon for more content. Take care.